into here. And see about that some other hatch. I haven't been here, right? I don't think so. Let's see. Interact. Accident report. Casualties. Albert, Petrovich, and Dynamos. Ranking crew member statement. Petrovich and Moss volunteered to take part in the first test engagement of the swapping core between individual crew members. The procedure was conducted safely. However, both crew members immediately reported extensive memory loss. So is that also kind of what's happened to the person that we're kind of talking now? Meaning it has been impossible to verify whether a swap actually took place or not. With a little more time, we believe we can correct for the memory loss and complete the experiment successfully. Commander's assessment. A complete ban on all testing of the swapper device between individual crew members is to take effect immediately. I understand your safety record for use of the device between cloned subjects remains untarnished. Consider yourselves fortunate that this avenue of research remains open to you. Okay, interesting kind of tests. Did they even try like switching two-person consciousness between themselves, or just a cloning thing? So yeah, that needs to be there. Then we can't create. So, are you still there? You are. You're not really needed there anymore though, but I can't get rid of you. So, I can't get into here. I can even transport into here. What did this lilac like exactly do? I don't remember 100% sure, but okay. Let's see, what do I exactly... or what should I exactly do? I'm not sure yet, at least. This is kind of the last clone that I can make, so... kind of have to make it count. Yeah. Now the problem is that I don't have any more clones. And that would be kind of a necessary clone. So... maybe I'll just try to be getting rid of most of the other clones, but I don't know if that can happen, because I have to go all the way into here and then try to swap to this guy. Then I would at least get rid of two for now, but that's most likely not a consolation too much. Cannot quite make, at least from this point, that into there. I have to be very careful with that guy. Could get here now, but still this guy is going to be a very big problem for now. I should have created this guy previously already almost, but the problem still is that I have too many of this. Yeah. And still that is necessary in tier 2. There's no way for me to reset these guys. I shouldn't have dropped there. I should reset it because of that. Because that is... well, I do have to have a clone in there. Cannot just jump over it. No matter how much I would want to, I cannot do it. And it's not going to die from that sort of a height. Cannot get it killed like that. No. Not possible. Then we have to be trying to work this out with these amount of guys. Which does make this a little bit more difficult, possibly. On the other hand, I might just get a guy there immediately, but I don't think that really helps too much. What if I do now into there? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's like wondering what would be the options, but you at least should die from that height. No, you still don't die, which is unfortunate. I kind of would think that it would die, but it doesn't. There's just that area that I can create a guy into. I'm just like wondering what would be the best options in here. I'm not really sure. Unless I can somehow do it from this direction, but I don't think that works either. Yeah. I could get it actually into there now, but still this would be the problem then. And I cannot get in there while this is not active. But I don't need this guy immediately in here, yes, but I would need it in the future. But on the other hand, that guy wouldn't be dropping from there now, so maybe that could help. Maybe. With luck. That could be helpful at least a little bit. I will need it there later, though. That's for sure. Cannot transport when there's nothing in there. I can only have one extra guy, right? Yeah, now I can have the two, but that is indeed not that much. I have to be thinking about this a little bit. I don't know. Like, wondering what would be the right solution, but... Be nice if I could get at least someone destroyed or killed or something like that, but there's no way to do that either. And I cannot... Well, I can do this, but I don't think it works either, because that guy shouldn't die quite from that jump, so that's the problem, it doesn't die. Of course I could, like this, maybe then go and absorb it. I think so. Yeah, I already reached my limit though, so... But I guess this could be the way to try to do it, but I just would have to have that a little bit better in there. At least then. Or these guys a little bit closer to the edge, to each other in the very far-reaching corner of the world. I should have actually just gotten into that guy nonetheless. So I can get into... Well, this was a failure because I cannot do that. But as such, that guy is safe there with the stone wall, so I think that is good at least. Okay, but let's... Again, I didn't remember to actually transport into this guy, which is silly of me. Okay. To the very edge. Right into there. Hopefully those guys... Yeah, they should be together now in there, which is great. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Now I absorbed one. I can get this into here. Then I can get this guy and into here. Okay, great. Worked. Took a little bit of a longer time though. I was trying to think, but that, yeah. Should have just thought about that. But that was a little bit of a harder puzzle. At least for me personally, it felt a little bit of a harder one. So, where have we been? I guess we've been all of these areas. That is a long distance teleportation machine. So I guess from there we could have just gone to that one. Guess so. I guess we can do that if I can't think of any reason to go through that specifically. So airlock and sample containment and metaphysics. Generators have been gone through, so let's go here. So we need 24 for this, we already have all of it. Yeah, we cannot otherwise even go forward, so let's use it then. Ha, laser. It's good that it didn't kill me. Good. Good, Berger. I don't know where this leads.
Access to metaphysics via sample containment is restricted to qualified empiricists.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should be coming here or if I should go to the airlock first. Let's visit the airlock. I'm not sure. Of course, I probably can anyways come back to any one of these places, but still, I don't want to make sure what is in here. It just shows that the metaphysics is there. I can get the elevator down, so let's just check what is above there. Airlock. Can get into both of these directions, so I'm not sure what I should do. Yeah, this would be to the outer space though, which I don't necessarily like. Yeah, especially when it's transporting me into somewhere. Okay. Well, it's a very fun mechanic. But let's go to the other side first, before starting to go and go through the space like that, so to speak. Kind of would feel more natural that we would go there after being here, if I wouldn't go and accidentally get myself killed in the process, of course. That's of course always a good idea. Not to kill yourself. Alright, in here. Then there's 2 teleporters. Okay. No idea where this is. This looks a little bit different with that symbol of a flower or something behind. Okay. Brought us up to this sort of point. What if we had more of these guys in these places? Like, going through all of these portals at once. Doesn't probably work like that. Well, this looks different. I have no idea where I should be heading though. That's for sure. Let's just do the same thing again just for the fun of it. No idea which one would be the one that I should be going into. It does sound like a little bit like a fire or something would be crackling on in there. This looks very interesting. Completely different than the other parts of the whole area, I think. Memory terminal. Some Watcher specimens are millions of years old, so it's fair to assume a high level of intellectual development. If they're telepathic as well, I think Shore-5's ingenious pieces may be the universe's oldest, most powerful quantum computer. So you would be thinking of them more like as a computer. Of course, brains can be thought as a computer, but... if only we knew the programming language. Right. trying to solve the unsolvable questions. But yes, this is specifically different looking area. Very big teleporter. The other minds here were always turning. They thought of the world a little as we do. Then 3 more teleportation devices. Too many teleportation devices. I had no idea where to go. Where am I? Yeah, that was at least loads of teleportation devices in there. Unexplored, unexplored, unexplored. Well, at least it says which ones we have not explored. Trigon orb, teleport machine, long distance teleportation. Too many teleportation devices. So this is the long distance one, right? So it's not something we need to be using now. So let's try this one. Just thinking that maybe this would lead into this place. Kind of would be more, well, not that surprising considering that it's the far furthest away or closest to this place area on the map. So what's the idea behind here? Lots of red light at least. Okay. Crap. Okay. That would be now then like that. But this would also be gone, right? Yeah, that would be gone. But this would be up here, and that is... Okay, I didn't even realize that I did this to myself, but I guess that works. Well... There would be plenty of blue light there. I don't think we can really be making it into there. Right now, though. For sure. Well, that guy is going to be staying there, that's for sure. I need to get a guy at least into there. So what would you accomplish by doing that? Yeah, there's 2 different crystals though, so to speak, in here. So now you would also be left into there. Now you are below there, so okay, that's very useful for me. I'm not actually sure if I need to be doing, or well, I don't know if I need that guy, but that would be very much indeed useful. I didn't even have specific plan on this full thing because I was just experimenting and it just happened to, well, work out, so to speak. I would say relatively easily. While that is explored, then to the lower chamber. Memory thermals, Trigon orb. Log 13, Watcher, Metaphysics. Metaphysics, yeah. What do Watchers know about the weather? With no physical senses with which to perceive the world, we have to ask, what constitutes knowledge for a Watcher? How do they conceptualize death? What do they know of the physical world? Watchers must have some conception of the natural physical forces which cause them to move in and out of one another's detection range. Such forces may be inexplicable for them. But then the human race has had a great success in understanding the physical world beyond its gaze. The Watchers have likely theorized, and they have had rather more time than us to get things right. Yeah, well, they just have been experimenting the world a little bit differently. So what does that thing do. What does you do? You open the ways. Don't crush me.